Well, welcome back here to number 2 Sports Ground. We have the under 15 boys playing here now. Just go through the countryside. And number 1 we got Matani Su Nava Teva Foko from Illawarra. Nosi Abeki, Sterling Missu, Roy Birch. Number 5, Jordan Valamar. Number 6, Jack Webb. Number 7 is Ethan. Number 8 is Ben Rowe. Number 9 is Doug Phillipson. Number 10 is Zach Clark. Number 11 is Gaydon Brosco. Number 12 is Angus Hill. Number 13 is Leo Basway. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Number 14 is CJ Tafua. Number 15 is Jackson. Number 16 is Philip Tavella. Number 17 is Harry Hodson. Number 18 is Zach Bryan. And number 19 is Jed Whittle. Number 20 is Darcy Blackmore. Number 21 is Misha Gibson. Number 22 is Darcy Booth. And number 23 is Ray Allard. And we're just about underway here at number 2 Sports Ground. We have the referees just about to call play. And I'll go through the Sydney Juniors. We have number 1, Samuel Sahor. Number 2, Tafina Layton. Number 3, Oti Fanua. Number 4 is Harry Moxham. Number 5 is James Voster. Number 6 is James Voster. Number 6 is Laurent Matetia. Number 7 is Samuel Pickard. Number 8 is Rodney Jr. Blake. Number 9 is William Beresham. Number 10 is Isaiah Lakito. Number 11 is Archie Saunders. Number 12 is Siti Takamawa. Number 13 is Yuli Alisa. Number 14 is Arisa Gooch. Number 15.
Substitute for Western, number 15, Dan Williams, as replaced number 7, Kane Warner.
Number 17 is AJ Patikis. Number 19 is Harry Agar. Number 20 is Henry Buston. Number 21 is Daniel Pearson. Number 22 is Tavina Martin. Number 23 is Sabin. I do apologise if I pronounced that wrong. Good ball. That's a try scored by number 15, which is Max Jorgensen, fullback position. Beautiful day here at number 2 Sports Ground. Just a shout out to our sponsors for this event, East Toll Travel, Hello World Travel, Elders Insurance, Total Precast Systems, Signal Sportswear, Link 4. And unfortunately that conversion is waved away. So we've been nice enough to join by Luke McCall ball back from the
Sydney Junior Rugby Union, mate.
thank you, mate. And how's your morning been so far?
Oh, mate, it's tremendous. Great to be here in Newcastle.
It's a good day. And what's your role in?
Mate, I'm the Director of Representative Rugby for Sydney Juniors, but also coach I coach this age group for the last few years, so I know all the lads that are out there playing for Sydney. So,
Thanks for your time today. And, we've got a scrum here just short of the 22-metre line. Alright, so we're going to the right here with with the country team. Looks like country's looking like to spread the ball here.
yeah, they're getting some good continuity. Quick ball on the breakdown. Oh, big gap.
That's a good run there by number 12, which is Angus Hill from the Hunter region.
Line side.
They're setting up for a short side.
Yeah, they're liking this pick and go, and they're doing really well. They're controlling the ruck. He's held up. Oh, he's got him for offside.
So what's your role in rugby union, Luke?
Oh, mate, I've got plenty of roles. Depends which day of the week it is. Mate, I've been on the board of Sydney Juniors for a couple of years, and so I run the representative program.
Yep.
Right through the state championships. I'm also, well, hello. We've got some pretty smart work at the line out, but a short arm. Obviously, I think they moved early. Country. So yeah, mate. Involved, as I said, I've been involved as administrator, but also a coach. Have a lot to do with a lot of the lads and the girls that are playing for Sydney today. And it's been a pretty good start with a couple of wins, but certainly country are right, putting the acid right on Sydney right now.
Well, thanks for joining us here on Bar TV. I do appreciate it, Luke.
Wouldn't want to be anywhere else, mate.
So we've got...
So we're really interested in this scrum. It's the second scrum of the game, and Sydney right on their heels, whether they can get this cleared and an exit from their 22. Fed by Will Waratahs. Oh, he's running the blind, Will.
They spread the ball to the left.
Sateni. Good run from him. That's one, that's two. Great ball to the winger.
That was a good play there by the City team. And they look to capitalise.
Aniti for now hitting it up in the midfield. He's always good metres in contact, Aniti. Oh, the switch to the open. Rodney Blake, the captain, and number 8 for Sydney. Quick ball from Will Warsheim at the base. Sateni, they've dropped it. I think he's got him for a forward.
Yes,
Very promising bit of play there.
Referee called the forward pass there, and we've got another scrum. Just short of the halfway line for this scrum.
Scrum seem pretty well matched. They've been pretty stable, which is good.
Oh, we've got an injured player down here, which is Harry Moxham from Gordon. Sorry,
No,
no.
that's number 4 Country, I think it is.
Rory Beach from the mid-north coast. Looks a bit worse for wear.
Never good to see an axeman on the ground, mate.
No, definitely not. Let's see what Country can do here in this scrum.
Their backs are set very deeply.
So we've got number 9, who's Doug Phillipson on Central West, feeding the scrum.
And Doug was the best and fairest player for Country in this fixture last year. He's a very, very good halfback.
So the referee's asked to call the scrum again.
Lots of niggle between these two halfbacks at the moment.
And it's out. See what Country can do here.
Oh, on the toe, picked up by Sateni. Oh, and that's Max Jorgensen. Great insurgence. To the blind. Isaiah.
Oh, good ball.
Ezra goes. This bloke's got some wheels. He's away. Oh, bad luck.
Unfortunately, got put into touch.
He's the speedster in the Sydney side, so they'll be looking to get it to him all day.
That's CJ Tafuga.
No, Ezra Ghosh.
Oh, sorry, Edric Ghost. Sorry, I was reading the wrong team sheet. He's from Penrith.
Yeah, he's a great player, Ez. He's got plenty of talent.
Down the short side.
Good defence. Great defence there from Will Waratahs, the City halfback.
Halfback on halfback there.
Yeah, mate, we love it.
So yourself, Luke, did you play a bit of
Oh,
union?
mate, I was a fat, slow second row, mate. So with cement in my boots, that's what I was famous for.
It's good to see you put your time and effort back into the game.
Oh, mate, it's a great game, mate. It's a way of life. That's Harry Moxham hitting it up in the midfield.
Good ball.
Oh, Max Jorgensen, he's broken him open. And that's the hooker. Canal Leighton from Penrith in to score a great try down the wing.
I don't think he's meant to be out there, is he?
Mate, bludgeoning on the blind. They call him guide dog.
But good try there by Tafuna Leighton.
It was. You just saw the speed from Max Jorgensen. Just break him up in the midfield there and get that ball clear. It was really good play.
I think he was actually coming over to come off and get interchanged, I think.
Well, mate, he won't tell anyone that, I don't think. So this conversion attempt, Isaiah Katoa, he's the captain of this side. Oh, no, he's not. He's the vice captain. Rodney Blake is the captain this year. He was the captain last year.
Well, that's currently the score: Sydney 10, Country 0. For a chance to convert this.
Oh, great charge. Oh, off the crossbar and in. What a great goal.
Great camera work there by the girls here in Bar TV. And hits the uprights and goes over.
You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. Good TV, that. So that's now Sydney 12, Country 0, with about 17 minutes to go in the first half. And good kick off. Found the ground.
So it's Ezra Gosh taking in the backfield, taking on the line. Geez, they've turned it over here, City. Country are right on the attack.
Let's see if they can make a most of this drop ball by City.
They really want to be the next team to score to stay in this game. Good work from the hooker there. Phillipson at the scrum base has been caught. A good pick and drive. I think that might be the secret here from Country. Plenty of blokes laying at the back of that breakdown. Oh, that is a great try.
That's a great try by Country.
He worked really hard there. I think it was the second. Oh, it might have been number 7, I think.
I think it was number... We'll have a look on the replay here.
He just did so well taking it out himself, and he just went wide.
Yes, it was number 6, Jack Webb from the Central West.
Well, that's a good counter from Country. Straight back from the kick-off into the backfield and driving hard at the line. And
it was the kick-off that done the damage with that...
It was, bobbling around.
Yep.
And Sydney turned it over straight away, and there you go.
So we've got number 12 taking the conversions, which is Angus Hill from the Hunter. So he's probably done a few kicks in his past on this field.
Yeah, he's in his home
being
territory.
an Hunter. Let's see how he goes. Let's see if this one can hit the crossbar. Hey, twice in 5 minutes.
let's hope there's no commentator's curse here, mate. Oh, he's curled it around. That is a great kick. Fantastic kick. Use the wind to perfection.
Good kick there by Angus Hill, and that takes the score. Sydney 12, Country 7.
It's a great contest. You know, we're only in for the first quarter, and these two teams are just slugging it out.
Geez, there's some big boys for under 15s.
Yeah, they are some big boppers. Oh, that's interesting. So that's City have taken that out off the kickoff. So Country throw to the line out. Yeah, and here comes one of them. He hasn't got a number on his back. Big Monaco, Monaco Manassi. He'll be slotting in at, I'm pretty sure, loose head. He's a powerhouse. Wait till you see him in contact. You'll know him because he's got the man with no number.
He's actually number 17, but yeah, he's got no number 17 on his back.
So the Sydney coach rotating his players. He's now got his halfback and his loose head prop off. Which is something that we spoke a lot about this year in the Sydney rep program, really making sure that all the players get relevant game time, it's a development pathway, get the opportunity to experience what it's like to be out there. And credit to the coaches, I see they're already using their interchange, which is really important.
It's good to see for everyone to get a bit of game time.
That's it, mate. These boys train, so they did the state championships 2 months ago. And they've effectively been in training weekly, as well as all their school and club commitments. So, after such a journey, you want to make sure you get plenty of time at your opponent. So a short arm there from the scrum. Country taking the
Can
tap.
you explain what a short arm is?
Oh, come on, mate. It's not a long arm. That's why I'm going to start there. And what I will tell you, if they kick it out, then the straight of the line out will be from the opposition team. So Country opting to play on, and they're doing pretty well here in the midfield. The defence is up to it, though. Qatar working pretty hard there, appealing to the referee. And there's a big lad.
He is a big boy for a 15-year-old.
Taken on by Uali.
That's Philip Tavali from the Hunter.
Oh. That serves from the halfback. Oh, he's recovered. So Dougie Phillipson. Counter ruck. Very lucky. The 7 picked that up. They're appealing for more, but he's not going to give it. And that's a bit of play on from the ball carrier. Phillipson at the back with a box. Looking to try to dribble his... Oh, that is a great kick with a great bounce. Jorgensen at the back recovering. Nice step. And he's returning with interest. to a backfield that is completely empty. He's got a bounce and a kick, and it's and great hands to not only catch it and get it away to the hooker, I believe.
That was great work there.
That was. He's a gifted footballer, young Max Jorgensen. Halfback having trouble getting this out. And here comes Monaco. He'll take it straight in. And looking for metres in contact, but he was chopped down. Oh, turn this over, but referee saw an infringement. They should be bringing that back for the tap. So at 12-7, I wonder if a conversion's going through their mind.
Yeah, right in front.
Right in front.
Silly not to.
8 points, right? They're opting for the scrum. So they're backing themselves here, backing their attack.
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes to go left in this first half, and looks like Sydney's going to take this scrum and hopefully make advantage of that drop ball.
Yeah, this is probably one of the first set piece they've had in their attacking 22. So it'll be interesting to see what they got. They got split centres either side. This is the Penrith connection out here on the left with Katoa. Uwali is the number 13 and Ezra Gosh at 14. So I'll see a few combinations out here. They're coming blind to Katoa.
Good footwork.
Good backing up from the 8, Rodney Blake. Really looking for that short ball. That was Harry Moxham into the teeth of the defence, and unfortunately was stripped by some pretty smart play from the defenders.
And that was number 10, which is Zach Clark from Illawarra.
And the clearing kick. Won't find touch, but Jorgensen takes it above his head. He's done well again. And a nice flat pass to his winger. So they're really trying to get him on the edges here, Sydney. And look at the wheels on this lad.
He's still going. He's made 30 metres.
He has. Now it's about what their next phase play is looking like. So this is a nitty for now. Oh, forward pass.
Called by the referee.
A nitty for now. He's one of the biggest characters in Sydney rugby.
Yep.
I took him on tour last year, and we were at the motel about 10:30 at night up at Tamworth. And sure enough, I went to check on the boys. He'd rung Domino's and ordered a couple of pizzas in delivery. He's God knows what he'll be like when he's 21 on tour. But mate, he's a real character. He's everything you want from a prop. He offers it all, on and off the field.
That's good. That's what you want. Just a quick shout out to the sponsors for this event, which is Eastlow Travel, Elders Insurance, Hello World Travel, Total Precast, Signal Sportswear, and Glencore.
Some enterprising play here from Country down the blind. Phillipson's in everything at the moment. They got their pod set, or some counter rucking going on. Yeah, too many goes at Phillipson away with a quick tap. He's got him offside, and he's got the penalty and a high tackle. So they've got the penalty advantage here, Country, at the moment. He's taking it back for them being within the 10 metres on the tap kick. Rodney Blake, the captain, questioning, but being sent away by the referee. This would be a good opportunity for Country to get up into the city half and really start pressing. They've got to get some continuity into their play.
So we've got a line out here. The person that's taken the line out is Arika Masilin from Central North.
Oh, that's tough. Harry Moxham takes it at the back and charges into the defence. Rodney Blake, the skipper, straight into the defence. He's turned it over. And the big
Good
number
run.
16, he's loving it.
Manila Blair from Illawarra.
Oh, that was a bit, he overcooked that a little bit. But they're playing a bit of helter-skelter here at the moment, but it seems to be working.
And that's number 6, which is Morfa Tufuna Maloa from the Central Coast. Can't really pronounce that there, Luke.
Yeah, mate, I think it was Jack Webb.
Oh, was it? Oh, well, there you go.
Number 6, he was the try scorer. Pretty easy to pronounce, Jack Webb.
I was looking at another number.
So the breakdowns are very scrappy here at the moment, and they're a real contest. There's Jack Webb again.
There's Jack Webb, yep.
Mate, you won't forget him in a hurry.
And there's number 2, which is Nelsa Alspecki from Central West.
So Phillipson playing possum here. He's let him go with a pick and drive. He's wanting his forwards to do a bit more work, and they've turned it over here. That's a cruel outcome.
Good counter attack here. There's an offload. Geez, this place got some speed. Number 21.
Yeah, Daniel Nelson from Gordon. He's one of the halfbacks in this squad, and he had a great state championships, and you can just see his work around the scrum base. He's got pace to burn. Big Monaco into the defence. Now, how they get the phase play going here's key. Katoa. Pretty unstructured at the moment from Sydney. Oh, some good work on the counter ruck from the number 8 from Country.
That's Ben Rowe from New England.
They are really dominating in and around the ruck country when they get their things going. Oh,
good offload.
Yeah, it was a lucky offload, but a good one all the same. Phillipson from the back. Oh, bad luck. It was the right idea, that inside ball coming back for the ruck, but unfortunately went to ground.
So we've got a scrum to City here.
Just under 5 minutes till half time. That is a crucial play for Country.
Yeah, they had the space out on the outside too, so we'll see what happens here with City.
Yeah, I think Sydney will be looking for a quick exit, but who knows? They may back themselves. They've got some real strike power with Sateni Takamo. He's standing at 10 at the moment with Isaiah Katoa just outside him. Pretty sloppy scrum.
And it looks like there might be a turnover here.
Hello, tight head. Right, here we go.
Here's number 10, which is Zach Clark from Illawarra.
Oh, he's got caught hanging on. That's cruel. Bad luck. He did well in contact 10, but yeah, that's a real shame. So this is Katoa to do the clearing kick. Probably not his best. So right on the 22, we're going to have a line out to City.
So up next after this game, we have the under-17s girls. So that should be a good clash.
Oh, mate, that'll be a cracker. I had the luxury of watching the girls' state championships at Boronia Park, Hunters Hill, and I saw some of the best football I've seen all year in the 17s age group. Craig Roberts has got that team running like a well-oiled machine, and you know, I think we're going to see some great rugby. It's mouth-watering. The last couple of games, the 17 girls, 16 boys are going to be top class.
I actually had the assistant coaches, Paddy and Gary, for the countryside in here earlier for the first 2 games. So it'll be a good clash, that one.
It will be. So the scrums, after a good start in this half, have started to get a little bit messy. Again, as the reserve, I know there's both reserve props on now. Country looking for some clean ball here.
There's the push.
Phillipson to feed. Nice quick ball straight for the channel. You've got the 12 running the crash ball to bend the line. Now they need quick ball and wide. Phillipson. Oh, he's gone blind. Oh, he's got caught as well. So they've got no halfback. So they're probably going to pick and drive here. There they go. Oh, no arms in that from Aniti for now. And he's been, offside. He's very lucky, Aniti, to get away with that.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you can see on camera, but number 18 for Country, he's probably the tallest 15-year-old I've seen.
He's a big red. Big blood nut. Great opportunity here for Country. They really need to control it though. The City line speed has really put pressure on.
He's number 10.
Zach Clark.
Zach Clark, yep.
He's done well again in contact. He's taken another 3 or 4 metres. Oh, and he's got Cord hanging on again. That's a real killer blow. Great take by the fullback. Oh, and he's up and he's countering. Good work from the young lad. 21, I think it was.
23, which is Reed Alan.
Yeah, mate, that was great.
Hunter.
Very gutsy stuff. The City are slowing this ruck down. Country forwards are looking a little tired. There's Big Red.
Here's the big fella.
He's done well to hang on there. There was a good attempted strip. Oh, and he's got Cord hanging on. Wow. This referee is really officious coming with that rule. He's giving them, not a lot of time to work with. And that's 3 penalties on the trot for Sydney, which takes them back into their half. The line out to be thrown by Henry Baston from Gordon. His dad, Sandy Baston, was one of the greats of Gordon Colts. Oh, good line out take. Quick ball to the Gordon halfback. Oh, okay. So you got to give it where it's due. This referee's being very even-handed.
Is that a hold on the ball?
Yeah, he's got Cord hanging on. So, I'll pay that. He's being very balanced to both sides.
All the referees today have been very consistent in their.
And I love these fixtures. That it's young referees getting the opportunity to referee, the best kids in the state, and that was very fair. So we're right on half time here with this line out throw. This will be the last set piece of the half. Oh, he's thrown it over the back, but cleaned up by Phillipson. Back inside to the big prop. Again, questionable arms. And Eddie Finau's really working hard on the ball. They've really got. They're kicking it away. The exuberance of youth. And City will just take it into half time.
And that's half time here in the under 15 boys. We've got Sydney 12, Country 7. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with you shortly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here underway at number 2 sports ground for the under 15 boys. At halftime, it's Sydney 12, Country 7. Players are now just swapping ends, and we've got Country here to kick off. I'm joined again here in the second half by Luke. What did you think of the first half, Luke?
Mate, I thought it was good. Obviously, Sydney played to their strengths. They got out wide. But Country worked their way back into the game with a good hit out straight back after a try. The issue, I think, is Country are not capitalising on the pressure they're building. A couple of silly mistakes, a couple of 50-50s. But, with 5 points, everything's to play for here.
Absolutely.
I know there's been a lot of substitutions at half-time. So I know the Sydney side have now put all their subs on. So we're going to see a few new players.
Just waiting for the referees to come out.
They've just had a quick break.
Looks like they've just had
maybe a shower. No, I think the standard of refereeing has been excellent today.
It is good to see that the young juniors in the referee department get to do some representative games.
Yeah, and look, it's an important part of their development as well, refereeing these sort of standard of games.
And we're back underway here with City with the ball.
So here's big Monaco Manesi looking for the inside ball, but he's hung onto it. They're chopping him, they're dealing with him pretty well. Clearing kick from Katoa, right into the backfield, over the head of the fullback. And wow, so Sydney players in front of the kicker, not retiring. That's a cruel penalty because it puts Country right back into their attacking 22.
Absolutely, the simple stuff.
Mate, you know, it's a real coach killer, that one. So they're going to just hit it straight back in. Oh, the hooker's knocked it on. That's a real shame.
No, the referee's called it knocked
went
back.
Well, bit of rub of the green there for Country.
And that's a good run there by
Yeah, he's
Musa.
recovered well, made up for it. To the 16, he's going to take it straight in. He loves the contact, the big lad. Oh, look at this run, hey? What a powerhouse. He's very close to the line. He's got the ball away.
That was number 16 was Philip Tavala from the Hunter.
Now it's all about composure here for Country.
Number 16 again.
Oh, and he's in.
He deserves a try.
That was
Great try there by number 16, which is Philip Tavala from the Hunter. Well deserved try there, I thought, Luke.
Yeah, mate, look, he worked really hard. And again, good work from Country. It just shows when they keep their composure. These are two very evenly matched sides. What I liked there was that, they recovered well from the knockback and then they worked away. They set up a nice ruck. And then the 16, he not only did the big hit up, he got a ball away and then he got back to do that second effort to score the try. So this will give a 12 all with a kick to come. This will give City a fair bit to think about. A couple of mistakes there, a very bad penalty that I gave away on the 22. Really opened the door for Country.
Good thoughts there, Luke. And we've got a kicker on the 22. To put the Country team in front with this conversion, hopefully. Good to see good turnout in the crowd today,
mate,
Luke.
Yeah, it's tremendous. Beautiful day.
There's probably about, probably reckon 2,000 people here, you reckon?
Mate, maybe 20,000. I'm not sure, mate. But it's a shame. So that leaves it up at 12-0. That kick into the breeze. Pretty tough attempt. So, right, 5 minutes into the second half and it's all locked up. I'm sure the Country coach would be very happy with getting the first blood there in the second half.
Yeah, Scott Hatch, the Country coach, will be very happy with the second half already.
The number 8 from Country, he loves the contact too. He's really quick ball there. And the good pick and go from Phillips from the halfback. Oh, yeah, that was pretty sloppy. Again, Country get to kick out of their danger zone here.
What was that penalty for, Luke?
Mate, it was an infringement of the breakdown. I think it might have been Sydney players going over the top. They were not maintaining their feet. And again, it was just the frenetic pace of that breakdown. Sydney got trapped in it. And they're going to take this line out 10 metres out or thereabouts. So 45 metres off their own line. It'll be interesting now. Country have got plenty of room to move. It'll be interesting to see what their backs are going to do here. I think what you're going to find, they got their big 16 standing off the 5'8". Oh, they've done a short line out to 17 there. Look at the metres. That's 15, almost 20 metres on the run.
Harry Hodgson from the Hunter.
Oh, and he's got cord hanging on. So again, I don't know if the coaches would have said anything at half time, but this referee, he is red hot on the playing the ball once tackled, once the ruck is formed. So we're right back to the same spot where the last line out was, but this time it'll be a City throw-in.
Just don't forget, next up we've got the under-17 girls. New South Wales Country Juniors versus Sydney Juniors.
So Country won the ball off the line out, but then the City hooker, again, he's been caught hanging on.
He's hanging on, penalty. I think the referee likes it.
Oh, mate, he loves it. That's about his probably 6th.
But if they're doing it, then
mate,
they've got to be penalised.
Again, they've got to realise that he's going to be looking for quick work. As soon as the ruck's formed, they've got to be starting to play that ball. And, you know, it's probably slowing the game down a little bit. Good line out win to Sydney, to Country. Oh, players having trouble starting his feet there on the sandy surface. It's a clean steal, I think, to Sydney. Katoa, Takomi, and that's Savi.
Good run.
He's an Eastwood player.
Oh, that's a good ball.
And this out to Archie. Archie Saunders. He scored 3 tries in this same fixture this time last year. Player from Warringah. He's big Monaco Manesi. He's been caught. He's got the ball back.
That's number 7, which is Samuel Pickard.
Oh, scrappy play there, and they've got the penalty for attacking the halfback.
Play on.
There's a quick play the ball.
The referee's called that
He's called
forward.
that forward, yeah. Yeah, that's the haste that they applied there. They really just crewed a golden opportunity.
As you can see on the scoreboard, it's 12 points all with 20 minutes remaining left on the clock here at number 2 Sports Ground in wonderful Newcastle. If you're in the area and you're on Bar TV Sports, head down to number 2 Sports Ground to see some great rugby union games.
And the sausage sandwiches are pretty good too, mate.
Oh, I had a bacon egg roll this morning. It was good.
Clearing kick from the Country halfback. Archie Saunders takes it on the run. He's very deceptive, this kid.
He's got some good footwork.
He has, mate. Quick feet. Good chop tackle there from the Country too. Oh, and they've turned it over here. Country undertaken a steal. Box from the halfback over the head of Jorgensen, but a favourable bounce. Now he's got a chance to have a crack. Not afraid of contact, this kid.
This is number 20, which is Aidan Smith from Warringah.
Talanoa out wide. So again, another pressure reliever for Country to get out of their own territory here. I think the haste from Sydney, they're just starting to overcook things a little bit and costing themselves. Now we're back on the halfway. We really should be. City should be pressing the line, but now they're back into their own half potentially.
Let's see what Country can do here with this line out.
Obaseki, the Country hooker, he's been great today. Oh, that's a great throw, straight to the forward jumper. Inside ball to the 12. He's been willing to bend the line all day.
That's Angus Hill. Local boy.
Now we've got the 13, so the centres are really doing the hard work in the midfield. Bending the line, but another steal. So this is Rodney Blake Jr., the hooker. Oh, sorry, the number 8 from Sydney. He's the captain. Katoa, Takomi. Oh, that's a... Oh, the 11.
Number 11. Number 11, that's Caden Broski from Mid-North Coast.
Pick and drive from the 17. Pretty ferocious at the breakdown. Inside ball to 16, the try scorer. Now they're going to push it wide.
Good passing.
It is good passing out to the winger, number 14. And he is right on the line. That was a great passage of play. All Country at the moment. And they've got a penalty for their trouble.
He's number 2, which is Noosa.
They really fancy themselves here, Country.
Number 17 is Harry Hodson.
16 again, he's in everything, this kid. They got the numbers out to the 11, and he's in.
Number 11, which is Caden Broski from the Mid-North Coast.
Old Caden Briscoe from the Mid-North Coast, how good.
He deserves that try.
Mate, he does. He does, absolutely
does.
does.
Intercept try, intercept run.
He got run down, but it just shows Country are willing to spread it wide. And it's always good to see a Mid-North Coast Axeman score a try.
Geez, that was a good ball by number 15.
It was.
From
Great vision.
Jackson Rapota from Illawarra.
So this is going to really, this is with 18 minutes to go. What we got is an absolute game on our hands. And Country have worked really hard. A few silly mistakes from City, and Country are capitalising.
So it takes the score now. Country 17. Sydney 12 with a kick to come.
I've really got to call out the 16, Philip Talalavea. His work in the midfield has been tremendous. He's been Johnny on the spot. When the opportunities come, he's the link man that's really sort of taking on the defence.
Yep, I agree there. So we've got number 12, which is Angus.
He's into the breeze here too.
Got no one chasing him.
No charge down attempts from. He's just pushed it wide and it didn't have the legs. So he's got a tough task. They're probably not helping him score it out so wide. But it's 5-point lead to Country. Really interested to see what Sydney will respond with here. They'd be probably looking to try and retain this ball from the kickoff, if they can.
They spread it wide early.
Good tackle from Manassi there.
He's number 8, Ben Rowe from New England for the Country team.
Sydney are creeping up off a little bit offside here. I wonder if the referee's seeing it. Eager to get off their line and provide a bit of pressure. Good screen there from Ezra Ghosh to Rodney Blake. And he's doing well in contact. He's some pretty big hits there again from 16. He is in everything. That's Luron Pattaya, the number 6 from Sydney, from Penrith. Katoa. That's Talanoa Panatini. He's a Randwick player.
He's number 4, which is Harry Moxham from Gordon.
Katoa. He's very, very slippery customer. Oh, that country player diving over the breakdown there. Very lucky to get away with that. But the country defence is up to the task at the moment, especially close in and around the ruck. I think Sydney are going to have to go wide if they want to bust them. Good take from Luron Pattaya. And there's Ezra Gosh. That's what he does best.
We talked about the speed.
Mate, he can run. And that's what the coach would have wanted to do. And, you know, as I said, getting that ball wide is exactly what the Sydney
Have a look
side
at the
needed to
replay.
do.
Good take there by number 6. Good hands.
That's the Penrith connection, Luron Pattaya and Ezra Ghosh working well together, but that was a great take from the blindside flanker.
So, we're now locked at 17 all.
Yes.
Sydney and Country locked at 17 all with a conversion to come.
So this is
And we've got number 10, which is
Isaiah Katoa.
Yep.
From the sideline.
You backing him in?
I've seen him kick him from here. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to put the mock on him, mate. I will say this about the kid. Everything he does is absolutely professional, and he's a class act.
We've got the chasers ready.
Yep. Country really want to put pressure on here. Oh, it's just pushed it wide. He did allow for the win, but not enough. So, there you go, 17 all, 13 minutes to go.
I like that in rugby union.
Yeah, I do too.
They should do that in rugby league. I like it.
Mate, I'm not sure rugby league players are smart enough to do that, mate.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, no comment. Well, that's pretty sloppy, and he's picked up a knock-on from Country in there. Thought that was a little stiff. I thought that it really came off the hands of the
Looks
the
like
City players.
number 8 here on the 50-metre line on the halfway. Looks like he's got a bit of an injury here.
Yeah, he looks like he might be. I think the ref's going to blow this scrum up, and he's going to come over and check on the welfare of number 8.
You've got the team doctor out there with the water boy.
Ben Rowe from the New England.
He's been playing tough all day.
He has, and he's been replaced by number 6, Jack Webb, the try scorer from the first half. So they've been rolling their subs. Now Will Rawshine from City is back on the field. So I think Murray Hooper, the Sydney coach, he's right, I need to get my starting 15 or thereabouts back on and try and bring this game home.
Just
Nice quick ball. Oh, and there's Rawshine down the line side. He's on his own. He's done, he did well, but, you know, I think the coach will be happy with that. That's a good 25 metre run. They're right now deep into the half of Country. Good vision there from Will Rawshine. Unfortunately, he had no support.
So we got Asoa Nosa, sorry. Good line out there.
Nice little wrap around to the fullback. Very scrappy breakdown. But Jack Webb at the back's picked it up. And pretty tough going in the middle there. He's played the ball, laid the egg through his legs. And that's good work from the prop. He's been held up. No, now they've got to release him. The ruckus form, they've got to let it go. Oh, he's knocked it on. That's a blow. So City will get this scrum feed.
This is an opportunity for City to counteract that knock on there by Country. Don't forget, coming up we've got the under-17 girls. And followed by that we have the under-16 boys. So
we got a couple of subs coming on. Number 5, Jaden Valamu from Illawarra, coming on for Country. The hooker, Tanua Leighton, he's replacing young Baston. And also coming in the field is James Forster. So it's good. I'm really happy to see all these boys getting plenty of game time. And, you know, this is a real arm wrestle, this game. So I think they're going blind here. Rorsheim to Katoa. And they've got Ezra Ghosh outside him. Oh, no, it's the other winger. I apologise. And he's got the ball now. That's
turnover. Country's got the ball back. Good tackle there by Hayden Moxane.
And the big 16, there he goes. He's got it on the toe as well. Oh, difficult bounce. Jorgensen to counter. Hello. And we've got a penalty to City because the Country player's not retiring this time. And Jorgensen plays on. Rodney Blake, the captain, straight into it. Poor pass, but they're playing on.
They've got an overlap.
Katoa. There's Ezra Gosh. And he's paid the try. You don't give the ball to Ezra Gosh in the 22 and not get a try, I tell you. Well, that's broken the deadlock. 22-17 now with a kick to come.
Yeah, he's got himself a double there today. And that takes the score Sydney 22, Country 17.
Almost identical to the last try then, getting it wide to Ghosh, and now we've got Katoa. He's again on the sideline to see what he learnt from the last kick. I think he needs to push a little bit wider, and this light breeze might look after him.
That breeze is a little bit chilly, by the way.
Yeah, mate. I'm sure a hot pie will sort you out.
Tell you what, the people in this canteen today, we're literally right behind them, and it has been non-stop.
Non-stop. Right, Katoa to put them 7 in front. Oh, almost identical again. He's just brought it too shy of the... had plenty of legs, but just didn't push it around.
Tell you
again,
what,
good pressure.
The effort by number 2,
yeah,
Nosa.
Mate, he's been non-stop today. He's a good quality player.
Do the charge down.
Right, 5 points, and we got 7 minutes to go. Good deep kick from Country. Back to Rodney Blake, the skipper. He's beaten the first tackle, beaten the second tackle. So that's about
a great
15
run.
metres in contact.
That's a great run.
Leading from the front, the skipper.
I think we've got in front of our commentary box his family members, I think.
Ah, right. Good on them.
They were riding him.
Oh, and they got the prop back on. I think they probably got the starting front row back on, Sydney. Katoa, Harry Moxham.
Going to spread it here.
I think that's the number 2. He's getting plenty of attention from 16, but still driving forward. Good clean out there from Moxham. Oh, and hanging on. Excellent work. 16 really hustled then and was right in their face in defence.
He's been their best player on the field for Country.
Yeah, I agree.
By a long mile.
Oh, not a great touch finder, so that'll probably just take it to the halfway mark. Poor old Touchy was expecting a little bit more meat on that. So Country just inside the City half. 3-man line out here. He's pulling a 4th man in. This will go to short ball. He stayed in. He's done well. And a quick ball from Phillipson. 16. Well wrapped up. They're pushing quick ball wide. Good defence there. I think that was
number 22, Darcy Booth.
And he's got it for hanging on. See that real quick line speed. Katoa.
The referee's been consistent all day with that.
He has, mate. He's probably a bit quicker than I'd like for boys of this age, but mate, as I say, he's been consistent. So with inside 5 minutes now, and I think it's going to be the opportunity for City to ice the cake here if they really, if they do what they're capable of.
Captain's coming off.
Yeah, he's been given a break. He's been excellent as well today. His work with the ball has been tremendous. Well, Country have taken that line out after in the air they just couldn't take it down. So I think they really got to hang on to it here. They've got 4 minutes 20 left. Oh, and there they are. They've hung on to it and didn't get the ball released. And City are on the attack. Talanoa Penateni, good work from the 22 in the midfield. Great kid, Talanoa. The big prop, here he goes.
Samuel.
Quick ball from Rawshine from the base, Katoa. Talanoa.
They're spreading the ball wide.
Uwali.
They just have to hold the ball here, really.
Yeah,
City.
they do, and they just got to build pressure.
Yeah.
I think if they build pressure, they'll break Country's heart. Great linking out to Jorgensen. That's Savi Moala, Eastwood player. Harry Moxham, he's just hung on to it through the dummy. Oh, probably overcooked that one a little bit, and Country retain it. Country for the exit. Oh, charge down from Uwali Elisara. Great pressure. He was a breakaway last year, and you can see he's a real on the baller. He wasn't going to give him a moment's rest. So the 22 drop out from Country. Interesting what they do here. I think they've got to go long, and they've got a big chase. So where's the chase from them? It's out on the full, and he's going to take it back. And I'm pretty sure...
Can you explain that to me, Paul?
So, mate, he's kicked it out on the full. So what that means is it's taken back to where the kick was taken, and City are going to get a scrum feed from here.
So that had to bounce in the field of the play.
Correct.
Yeah,
right. It's just like a kick in general play.
Yep.
And it's a pretty cruel blow for Country because they really needed territory. It's going to be very hard for them coming out of their own 22 to snatch this game.
Country's two best players that have worked their
backsides off. Number 2 and number 16. Philip Talalava, he's been an absolute powerhouse. I think he's been the best on ground myself. Talanoa Penateni.
Here we go.
That's Ezra Ghosh. He's done it again. That's a hat-trick for Ezra.
That's 2 years in a row, hat-trick.
Mate, no, that was Archie Saunders last year, but he obviously got a roving commission. He was out on this wing and he popped up in the midfield there and he was Johnny on the spot.
Look at that replay. Look at the footwork.
Oh, mate, he is class. As I said, mate, he knows his way to the try line. And I think, it's going to be, well, that's the game breaker. 27-17 with a kick to come. Sydney finally sort of got to the sort of game plan they wanted to play, which is, spreading it wide. They scored a good couple of tries down this sideline, and then that was a heartbreaker for Country. Just in broken play.
And once again, it's not making it easier for the kicker.
Nah, don't worry about it. But I suppose if you can score enough tries, you don't have to worry about your goal kicks.
And don't forget, after this full-time siren, which will be in 30 seconds' time, we'll have the presentation, followed by the under-17 girls side game.
I think this under-17 girls game is going to be the pick of the day. I think it's going to be the toughest game you'll see today, although these last two games have been great, and this has been a real contest. And that kick just doesn't have the legs or direction. So it's full time, but I think we're going to see a kick-off here. Now, we'll see a short kick-off. Country looking to retain this ball, but City will just put it out, I think. Oh, no, they're going to run it. Want more footy, mate. They want more footy.
So Country.
So we've seen a penalty here, so we may get a consolation, some points here for Country. I think they deserve it. They've worked really hard in this game. I don't think the score 27-17 is just, but great run from number 5.
That was a great run.
And a penalty for a head-high tackle, so they got another shot here.
Jaden Velamu.
So this is where they've been strong, around this ruck and just hitting it up. No mistakes. Now the Pigs are going to have to work pretty hard here. He's been held up, and I think that's going to be a maul. Yeah, he's called a maul, and the maul's been killed. Oh no, penalty for offside. That's Jack Webb.
Yeah, he deserves a try, that fella.
Geez, the chop tackles are working hard here. I think Country just need to take a breath. They're just a little bit too urgent at the moment. The pick and drive, Sydney are a wake up. And they're going to put it wide. Oh, that's risky. Yeah. Those outside backs, I'll eat them for breakfast. And that's going to be the end of the game. But a tremendous game.
Full time here, Luke. Sydney 27, winners over Country 17 in the under 15 boys. Great game. And stick around for the presentation. Any final thoughts there, Luke?
Oh, mate, look, a good contest. And I think a lot of these boys should be very proud of the way they played. What we saw was, again, it was 12-7 at half time. And Country came straight back, struck first. And we saw some great tries in that second half. But look, the pace that Sydney had out wide was very, very impressive. And, look, these are two pretty evenly matched sides. Just a couple of percent between them. So, and again, I thought the referee did a good job. He was pretty consistent, which is all you can ask for. So, mate, it was a good game, and they should all be very proud of themselves. And, when you think about we're seeing the 46 best players in New South Wales junior rugby in under 15s.